Hi, this is Dee with Divine Needle, and this is a reading for Miss Amy using the new deck as she requested. And I already recorded this once and I accidentally deleted the video, so that's why you already see the cards out. Anywho, yeah, a major faux pas. Anyway, so you won't get to see the shuffle part. Luckily, I had the cards still in order and knew what positions they were in, so that will help a lot. Anyway, originally what happened was I picked up this deck. I had it totally in order because I was going over the cards and coming up with what I think they mean. And so I was in the office when I decided to do the reading. I was like, okay, all these cards are in order. I need to shuffle them. And so I started to shuffle them, just trying to get prepared for this reading. Let me move that a little bit. There we go. And two cards flopped out immediately. And it was these two. And I was like, oh, okay. Already going to start the reading, eh? So, and I immediately knew what these cards meant. Immediately when I saw them. The empty room was the one on top, and then the castle. And I immediately knew this was going to be a reading because I didn't ask the cards anything except for in my head I was thinking about you. And of course, your biggest topic is probably, I think, what you refer to as Big Ugly. And this immediately made me giggle because Big Ugly, the empty room. So this is a representation of what you're starting with and what you're trying to make it become, which is a castle, which is a type of shelter, right? So you're trying to go from an empty room or empty Big Ugly to making it a castle, a fortress for others, right? Yourselves and others. So I immediately knew what those cards were about. And then I came in here, did the reading. The rest of these cards came out during that. Um, and now I'll go into explaining what. Yeah, I erased my reading. Uh, it was a good one too, but that's okay. We'll go back over it and it'll still be good. It was real interesting though because I had a couple of bizarre shifts while I was doing the reading. Did that affect the outcome? I don't know. Kitty's gonna join us. Are you gonna get on the video? Come here, Artemis. Come here, baby. Oh, she's gonna sit over there in the corner. Oh, she's gonna lay down. Okay, never mind. She doesn't want to be. Anyway, so that first position where the empty room and the castle is is the call, your internal voice, what inspires you, what you're trying to courageously embark upon, in other words. And that's Big Ugly, right? Trying to turn that empty space into a castle. And so then I started dealing the cards, and like I said, there was these weird shifts. It almost feels like you're jumping a timeline or something. It's like I was sitting perfectly still, but it felt like I shifted half a foot or a foot. It was just, yeah, it's happened before. It's been a while since it happened, but it happened twice during the reading. I'll let you know if it happens again during this reading, during this retake. Anyway, the second position is the threshold, which you got the heart, the cave, and the mountain. And that's the obstacles that are holding you back. And it's likely a type of obstacle that's held you back in the past. Um, the what you got was the heart, the cave, and the mountain. The heart, what how I read this, how it felt to me, is a hole, a deep dark hole inside of you, inside of your heart. Um, because this is a mountain that you feel like it's really hard to climb. Because this is, you're biting off a pretty good, a healthy endeavor, let's put it that way. And you're having to overcome a lot of obstacles. And I think um, filling that empty space, you know, um, the place that's, our deeper inner selves, has been a challenge. I know it's a challenge for me. But anyway, so that's your threshold, okay? And then the ordeal, which is the deeply profound challenge or dilemma you face, which is you got the stone card for that. And the stone card, when I saw it, it immediately felt like the weight of the reasons why you're doing Big Ugly, and the weight of how this affects you in general is like a weight. It's a stone. Um, That's a sacred geometry here. But then in that next slot, you have the boon, which is the reward, the wisdom, skill, or blessing you will attain from it. And you got the vessel, which to me, this is a lot like an Ace of Cups. It's going to shed light, the light of love. Okay? This endeavor. And it's like a labor of love, right? And then in that last position is the return, and it's what you can expect to encounter, um, and how to prepare for that. And to me, this is like an Ace of Swords. There's duality here with the sun and the moon and the lightning coming down through the center. Um, the light side, the dark side. But this is also the sword of destiny, the truth and clarity. So, what to be basically prepared for with all this is you'll gain a lot of clarity, but there's going to be venom, and it's something you've encountered already many times throughout your life. The venom is basically people naysaying you, and causing this, the cave in your heart, because of this mountain you're trying to climb and the venom you're getting from others. But there will be some clarity in all this. And in that clarity, you're going to gain love and enlightenment. Anyway, I decided to go ahead and pull some from the Spirit Keepers Tarot. And the card that popped out, that the minute I picked up the deck, the card on the bottom was the wheel. And this is destiny. What's going on with you is completely destiny. This was supposed to happen. Okay. And that caused me to flip over the bottom of the deck for this deck. Okay. And you got the Bordeaux. And to me, that's coming out of, it's a transformation. It's coming out of the death back into the light. So, going through a big transformation, that light at the end of the tunnel. Okay? And notice the circle, once again with the center, repeating here on the bottom of both the decks. Okay? And then the cards I pulled on a 3-card spread for you with an underlying energy was interesting. I got Major Arcanas again. You got the Wheel of Destiny, of course, that was there. And then you got this 3 of Cups, which is the kindred. This is celebrating with those that you're closest to and holding that and cherishing it. And that's your highest, the overall energy for this coming week. And then you got the Chariot of Osiris. Lux de Veritas. This is rapid movement forward. This is Major Arcana, so it's not a 6 of Swords type of moving on to calmer waters. This is big movement. Huge. This could mean a move or a trip of some sort, but it's balanced movement forward on this endeavor, I have a feeling, with Big Ugly. And then you got what to be mindful of and prepare for. And this is your highest priority this week. This is the overall spirit, highest priority, and what to be mindful of and prepare for. The healer, gifts of the spirit. This is the star card. Okay? This is the Aquarius card. This is wish fulfillment. Okay? So that's what to be mindful of and prepare for. Wish fulfillment. And then the underlying energy was really interesting because you got the Archangel Commander, Angel of Storms and Battles. Interestingly, remember I told you Gabriel released me? Well, this is Gabriel. It's also the King of Swords and other decks. The King of Swords is very much an Aquarius card. And so it's interesting. You got 2 Aquarius cards here. And this is an Aquarius doing the reading for you. Interesting. You got a 3 of Cups. That's your tribe, your social people. Like me. Like those you care about the most. Those that you trust. Anyway, I'm going to read from the book on the cards from Spirit Keepers real quick, just because it's profound. And we'll start with this wheel, this destiny. It's destiny calling, baby. Destiny. Like, knock, knock, are you there? Yep. When my tongue won't work. When key 10 appears to you, you are at a major turning point in your life. This is the symbol of changing cycles and even cycles of our mind, how we change our perspectives based on the evolution of our experiences. This is also our karma and law of causation. This is the guardian spirit present during a major shift in your life. Okay, so This is destiny, baby. And then you got the three chalices. And the kindred is the spirit of affinity within the tribe. This is abundance and love, camaraderie, and prophecy of jubilee to come. A personal zenith point is reached in your community relations. This spirit also appears when you need a reminder to tend to the familial and tribal relations that matter the most to you. So, much like I said. And then the center card being the Chariot, another major arcana. That's key 7 in the major arcana. And the Chariot is the spirit that helps you create change. You have attained a certain mastery of knowledge, and now you must determine how you will use that knowledge to innovate. The Chariot is an omen that you're gaining momentum. You possess mastery of knowledge and skills that now drive you further along your path. When the Chariot card appears, you have arrived at a critical milestone and are in active movement toward victory. Success will come to the one who refuses to stop fighting. Keep going. And then you got the Healer, which is the star card, which is also key 17. And these basically just reiterate what I told you, but you have overcome a brutal yet necessary trial in your life, and now the holy guardian angel returns returns to heal your battle wounds. The healer appears to mend what was broken. Capax Dia, capable of receiving the divine. The mind is formed in the image of God, and in that it is capable of divinity. Your capacity, interesting how the sun came out and everything just brightened right then. Your mind is capable of divinity, that's right. Your capacity of holding divinity within you is now being revealed. Interesting how the light got really bright there. The goblets pour forth hope and faith. Hope and faith in yourself that you are capable of greatness. Key 17 is the star of the Magi. And when the healer appears to you, the fragments of your broken world will be healed. This is the omen of restoration, of rebuilding, salving, and alleviating your pains. When the healer is making her presence known to you, it is the prophecy that a blessing is soon to be conferred. And then, remember I told you, I was released this morning. Which Archangel Commander is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is the lead commander of the divine forces. We shall fight to the very end. He is the most powerful and most formidable of heaven's warriors. His full title is Archangel Commander of the Light. The Archangel Commander appears to you now to bring strength, conviction, courage, and manifest fearlessness. He is tasked to assist you with navigating the storms, inner and outer, and to defeat any demons that threaten to harm you. The King of Swords is your divine warrior who will lead heavenly armies against your adversaries. When the Commander of Light appears to you, it is because you need reinforcement, and now that spiritual reinforcement has come, led at the helm by your greatest champion, the Archangel Commander. You're preparing for a fight, and the Archangel Commander appears to you now in advocacy of your cause. Anyway, yeah, this is about your calling, what you feel your destiny is. That's what this is all about. I hope you like your reading. This was my first time out with these cards besides doing readings on myself. And so you get to be the first one to get a personal reading from me with these cards. And the first time I've been back in the saddle after a while. Anyway, love you a bunch. I hope you enjoyed this. Fascinating what the cards were, what the story is, the underlying The, yeah, you got the Star card and the King of Swords, both Aquarius. Both, yeah. Interesting who these two are, who they represent. Yeah, but so there you go. I hope it resonates. Um, yeah, I think you can read into those cards probably more than I did, even, I imagine. Knowing your situation with the stone, the vessel, the sword, the venom, the heart, the cave, the mountain, the empty room, and the castle. Yeah. Anyway, I love you so much, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic 2020. It looks like you're going to have some wish fulfillment that you much deserve. Anyway, take care. Ta ta. Blessings, sister.